Come on the lads, Carabao Cup champions, up the Reds, Liverpool. What an incredible performance. I am so stunned to speak after that. I am so shocked, I am so happy, I am delighted with that performance put out there. Wow. And I just have to quote Gary Neville out here, Klopps Kids destroy the blue £1 billion bottle jobs. That is ridiculous. That is unbelievable. That is fantastic. At Wembley, in front of a packed Wembley. The Liverpool fans were fantastic. The Liverpool players were fantastic. Jurgen Klopp was fantastic. And Chelsea were not. They were close, but they didn't do it. And I am so happy. I was so nervous throughout the game. I was nervous before the game. And throughout the game when Chelsea were getting so close, chance after chance after chance, with Kelleher pulling out save after save after save, I was shaking. I knew it was going to go in at some point. But I didn't expect Liverpool to snatch it after the pressure being piled on it by Chelsea towards the end of the game. And then at some point in extra time as well. Let's go through the game first, man. But wow, what is this going to mean for Liverpool? I'm so happy that Jurgen Klopp, that we've done this for Klopp. He was really, really good. The way he was motivating the kids, right? I mean, if you look at the players that played, that finished the game. At the end of the game, we had Bobby Clark, James McConnell, Jadon Dans, Jarell Quansah, Harvey Elliott, Kelleher. We had all these guys. Connor Bradley obviously played a part. You know, Gomez, he's still, I mean, he's not really young anymore, but he's been at Liverpool for a very, very long time, right? He played for the under-23s as well. So for them to do it at this age is just fantastic. It was brilliant. And they outplayed that Chelsea squad. That Chelsea squad that has so much money spent on it, right? That Chelsea squad with so much talent. The £250 million midfield duo of Caicedo and Enzo, who were bullied, right? I thought Caicedo had an okay game, but Endo showed them what a real DM does, right? I mean, they were subbing on Christopher Okungu. They were subbing on £90 million Mykhailo Mudryk, whilst we were subbing on some youth team players. Like, it was just completely ridiculous, and I just thought it was inevitable that they were going to score. But that man in between the sticks, everyone give a clap for Caoimhín Kelleher, because what he's done for my club in that final is always going to be remembered. I will always remember what he has done, because it was incredible, right? Some of the saves, I'm thinking the one on Cole Palmer, I'm thinking the one on Conor Gallagher, right? I mean, Sterling was non-existent in the game. Jackson had a few bits and bobs here, right? Enzo, the back heel and stuff. They had chances, and I thought it was bound to go in. And then El Capitan Virgil Van Dijk steps up on the corner, and that bullet header into the back post was so delightful. I enjoyed it so much. I was so happy, because we have to talk about it. First of all, we got scammed by VAR, right? It was a scam. I mean, it was a terrible performance by VAR overall, right? First of all, Caicedo definitely should have been sent off for that challenge on Gravenberch. Like, he goes, like, studs up on his ankle and stuff. If Curtis Jones is being sent off for what he did against Tottenham, Caicedo might as well put him to jail anyway. And I love Caicedo. I love Caicedo, but that was a terrible tackle, right? Could have done a lot of harm to Gravenberch. And it was not... Yes, it was a legit attempt to win the ball, but he hasn't got the ball. He's got the player's ankles. That is a red card. Then the Chelsea offside goal, very questionable. I think it's offside, but the camera angle that they were using was embarrassing, right? Look at it side on, not from front. Like, I don't know if the logic was there, but like that was bad, but I think it was offside. And then the Van Dijk goal. I cannot understand how Endo being offside makes that goal illegal, because he's blocking the run of Colwill. Colwill wasn't going to get there. Colwill doesn't want to get there. Colwill wouldn't have outjumped Van Dijk. It doesn't change anything. No players were appealing for an offside or anything. It's just some idiot at VAR spotted, maybe this guy could have been... It was clearly a legit goal, but it doesn't matter, because Van Dijk said, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice, and that second one was so beautiful. Great cross from Tsimikas, and the fact that Chelsea got beat twice by the same player from a very similar situation just shows the fact that they have not been training this at the training ground, which is kind of a worry, and I think Pochettino got it so wrong. You can take Pochettino out of Tottenham, but you cannot take Tottenham out of Mauricio Pochettino. And he did at Tottenham again in that performance. It was not good from them at all. And they have to be looking at that. Like, they came up against youth players, right? Virgil van Dijk was told that these guys had maths homework to finish off, so he ended it early, right? They were probably studying for their GCSEs that they had the next day. And Chelsea were outplayed. They were so totally outplayed. Look at the amount of talent and the amount of money spent on that squad. And they couldn't do anything. They really, seriously couldn't do anything, right? They had chances, of course. I'm not saying they didn't. They could have scored. But Liverpool could have scored many times as well. I'm thinking about the Hakpo header, Harvey Elliott header, then Jadon Dan's like following it up. Luis Diaz had his chances, right? Then obviously the Van Dijk goal where they kind of robbed us, right? Everyone had chances where they could have scored, but we did and they didn't. And they have to be looking at that as a true disappointment, because in a cup final at Wembley against a very, very weakened squad, then they managed to take out Gravenberch as well, right, after Caicedo injured him. So they had to be looking at that as, we need to win this game. They really needed to win this game. Pochettino needed to win this game to prove the doubters wrong, and he didn't get it right. He didn't get it right. And now we need to talk about the injuries, because Gravenberch goes down again. Darwin, Dominic, and Mo could not even be on the bench, right? So hopefully they will be back soon. Probably not for Southampton, but maybe hopefully for Forest. If not, then the Sparta Prague game. I'd like to see them back because we need them back, right? We need them back. And then obviously the other players that we've got injured. Now add to that Gravenberch. Don't know how long that's going to be. It's not good, right? It's not good. But what's saving us is the fact that now we've got Southampton in the cup, so you should probably play a few of the kids there, rotate, and try and get the win, right? You need the win. And then Forest away, and Forest, obviously, they aren't in their best form right now. They've got basically one win in the last however many, right? I mean, they really haven't been good. I think it's one Premier League win of 2024, right? So that should be a win there. We need that. Then obviously Sparta Prague away. Try and maybe rotate a few players because it's the first leg anyway. And then try and put it back at Anfield. And then obviously the crucial game against Man City, by which time we should have Szoboszlai, Nunez and Salah all fit and firing, ready to go for that game, right? I'd hope that maybe Bradley is at right back, right, because Trent won't be back yet. Curtis Jones will come back shortly after that, but we just got to stop getting injuries. We need to make sure someone like Van Dijk doesn't get injured, or it is end of season, basically, because that guy has now stepped up so many times. I love him to bits. 3 cup finals in his Liverpool career has he come out with the Man of the Match award. Champions League final 2019, the Carabao Cup 2022, and now 2024. Just what a man, what a leader. Captain, leader, legend, Virgil van Dijk. And people said he was finished, right? I was doubting him a bit as well. But this season, boy oh boy, has he turned up. And he is in a conversation with the best to ever do it in this league. No doubt about it. I'm absolutely buzzing with that result. I'm so happy. This could mean so much for the rest of the season. With Jurgen Klopp, you know, we have to enjoy him while we can. And now this reaction is I've calmed down a bit because I am filming this a day after the match. But honestly, bro, yesterday I was going berserk, right? I went mental. I think everyone in the stadium went mental as well. It was, the scenes were beautiful, right? Everyone just, when the final whistle blew, everyone went crazy. When Darwin, Nunez and Dominic Szoboszlai were charging down, it looked like they weren't injured at all. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. I love to see that. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the season with Liverpool, man. Come on, the Reds. Keep it up. We've got to win our next few games. I'm nervous for the rest of the season, but I'm excited at the same time. That game against Man City could decide our fate for the rest of the season, because a victory there will take us 4 points clear, and then we're in a much better position, because 4 points clear with 10 games to go. Obviously, we need to beat Forest as well. That is not a bad position. That is a good position. Right, thank you guys for watching till the end. Drop a like on this video. Let me know your thoughts on the Carabao Cup final, and I'll see you guys soon.